extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 35 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
This is our last chance.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that can overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Handoff right side to Wangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another run now for Nwangu. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They'll set up to throw.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. This is Swift on the counter.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Here's Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Mills going to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack, and speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's an excellent run right there on 2nd and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in 3rd and manageable and back on schedule trying to pick up a first down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the give is Nwangu. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On the set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Tompkins. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
Here we go, set.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
On the double.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Here we go. Here we
So
go.
7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Desmond Ridder, 28 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mills throw completed to Mechie. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On play action, Mills forced out to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. And some space here. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hole.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Up the middle they go. Wiggins, despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. On 2nd down now. Wiggins, and a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Play action now. Mills. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it. In the end zone, and that's where they'll launch it. And now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run on first down. Wiggins, that's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Mills to throw it. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Falling in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. The CD always a little extra excitement for week.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they watch you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Die on your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other titles. You need to grow. Have you lost your mind? But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay. Baby, TGOD, baby.